Well, good morning there, ladies and germs. So, against my better judgment, I have bought another set of tires and wheels for my Corvette. We're putting them together with the Lucid Autowerks manual tire changer. Obviously, the base is the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh unit. And as you can see, I've already done 3 of them. And I've had a lot of people giving me a lot of crap in the last year or two about using 2 people to do this job on low profile specifically. And I've done it enough times, or we've done it enough times now, that I've gotten to where I'm comfortable doing really expensive wheels on the manual tire changer without wrecking anything. Just takes a few simple steps and processes, but anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Some of the things that I've improved on my game is, even though I've had these all along, these rim bead clamps, when I'm by myself, you almost, with a low profile tire, you almost don't have a choice but to use one of these, and it works well. The other thing that's been a game changer is the Corgi head. And I showed this in one of our other tire videos, but this head is amazing. It is a million times better than the Hunter head, especially when you're working by yourself. The third thing that I finally broke down on and listened to a bunch of the keyboard warriors giving me a bunch of crap about was, I finally broke down and bought some tire slider. I'd never seen this brand before. Of course, it's on the Jungle website, made in the USA. And I have to say, it's not radically better than dish soap, but it is better than dish soap. It does do what it's supposed to do. So, I'm going to quickly show you guys. I got one more wheel to go. So I'll knock this one back off the car. We'll get it set up on the machine. I'll go grab the tire and I'll run through my processes real quick. Do apologize a little bit about the old box fan running. It is very humid out today. So I've got the wheel plopped on the base. And what I'm doing now is I'm taking some of this here powder coating tape. It's kind of a harder plastic. It's like high temperature tape so it can be baked in the oven. This works really, really good at protecting wheels. So what I'm doing is I'm putting some strips inside of the center bore of the wheel so that the cone doesn't strip the paint off the edge. So I just kind of half-assedly stuck 4 pieces of tape in there. I've got a little bit of tape on my cone, but it does seem to cut through after a while. So now we'll go ahead and tighten this up. The way the Corgi head is designed, you don't have to reset your configuration for each wheel that you're doing. You can just leave it set up, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because this will drop on over the bead of the wheel. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and snug that up pretty tight. It's going to tear the tape a little bit, but it's just doing its job. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to take this tape and I'm going to put one layer around the whole bead of the wheel to protect it. Obviously, it goes without saying, if you're working on old beat up wheels or wheels you truly don't care about, you don't need to go through this extra steps. I just kind of fold this over the top, and it will stick, but not stick so bad you can't get it back off of there. But just in case there's any contact with the head onto the bead of the wheel, it won't scratch the hell out of it. I try and put my wheel on the base in the same orientation every time. So like I always have the valve stem pointing right here in the garage. Now I'm going to strategically place this one piece of tape where the rim clamp's going to go. It'll make sense. So anytime you're putting a tire on a wheel with a TPMS sensor, anytime you're putting a bead over the wheel, you want the tire to fall over the TPMS sensor. So you're going to work the drop center on that side of the wheel, and the tire's going to fall on above the TPMS sensor, if that makes sense. I'm going to go get the tire, we'll get it lubed up, and then I'll demo it. Alright, we got our new tire. Always pay attention to the inside and outside location on the sidewall of the tire. If you put a tire on backwards, you really should take it off and put it back on the correct way. But if they're not marked, it doesn't matter. But if all of these are marked, inside and outside. Generally speaking, if there's a dot on the outside, it's the outside. I just use a lug nut brush as my applicator. Always put a little bit on the outside. Always put a little bit on the inside of the outside. That's where most of the work is happening. Okay, so here's our dot. We're going to put this dot at the valve stem. When you're putting a tire on the first bead, you don't need to use the duck head or the corgi head in this case to get the tire on there. Just shove it on there. It'll make sense. You're always going to have the arm facing you. That's it. If you're going to pay attention to the dot, this is your last chance to move the tire around. Push it all the way to the bottom, and then get it off of the head, like that. Okay, now we're going to shove the rim clamp on there. Like that. That's all there is to it. So this is our starting configuration. I like to run the long bar in the beam and then walk the beam around, lifting up just ever so slightly to keep the head from dragging on the rim. For precaution, I'm going to chase the drop center with a tire lever in my left hand to maintain that tire in the drop center. Okay, here we go. Keep pushing down on the tire. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get the drop center one more time. Might not be necessary, but it makes me feel better. That's it. So you can see how the tire, when it was finished and it landed on the rim, the bead fell over the top of the TPMS sensor. If you do it 180 from that, you're going to smash your TPMS sensor. Now we can peel the tape off. No damage. We'll take the beam off. Whew. Got to be careful with the tire lever. I have accidentally scratched wheels with this. Your customers won't be happy. And I will honestly admit that seating the beads is a million times easier with the tire slickum on there instead of soap. Got our core on standby. Wow, I think we just had a double bead seat. I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. Two beads seated at once. I usually overinflate by about 10 pounds and then set the pressure after balancing. I'll leave that there. All right, so that's pretty much how I do low profiles by myself. The only crappy part about buying the tire schlickum is, generally speaking, it's made for businesses. So there's enough schlickum in there, even if I do 4 sets of tires a year for friends and family and myself, that's probably going to last me until I die. But yeah, so that's it. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, ways that you've done it better, quicker, faster, put them down in the comments below. I'm all ears. And for once again, I'll state the obvious for my channel. I don't take this stuff very seriously. So I get a lot of people that will leave comments that are like just taking everything as literal as possible and as serious as possible. And it's like, I just do this for the fun of it. So that's it. I'm gonna probably do another video by itself on my balancer. Believe it or not, I used to do bubble balancing with these and actually have pretty damn good luck with it. But I did break down and buy a spin balancer last year. So these are ready to be balanced. I'm going to take them outside and balance them. And hopefully you'll tune in for that video too. I'll probably post them back to back.